Good afternoon, everyone. Again, just around 4 o'clock, this is Larry Eastep in the Central Illinois Weather Network. I have a tornado now that has crossed the line over into Georgia, and apparently this is a tornado that is being followed by spotters and law enforcement. Let's go to radars here because I want to show you this. We don't get a very prominent signature on a lot of these tornadoes to the south by velocity. But we're seeing that, actually we're looking at a different cell here, but let me tell you about this particular cell to the east of Dalton, Georgia right at the moment. This cell is starting to show a very classic indication that this is a severe cell right now. It's again north of Canton, east of Dalton, but that's starting to show indications on radar that it could be developing rotation, and that is moving off to the northeast. So folks in Union and Towns County, Fannin County, be on the lookout for that. It's also going to kind of skirt the border there, right along the northern border of Georgia, right there around Cherokee County. That could be an area to watch as this goes on. Normally the topographic nature of that area kind of starts to erode those storms, but keep an eye on that definitely. Now let's look at the storm we're talking about to the south, because this storm, I'm going to show you first digital storm lab here, and show you what it looks like digitally crossing the state line. The state line is running right through the middle of your screen diagonally right now between Alabama and Georgia. You've got this white line, you kind of can see it there between the cities of Piedmont on the Alabama side, Cedartown on the Georgia side. Look at that there, that little twist you see. Now we're going to go in on velocity on this because this really is impressive on velocity. When you go to velocity mode here, it shows you reds and greens mixing, and look at the hook on that. That is just a classic tornado. And here's what the warning says from the National Weather Service out of Peachtree City, Georgia. At 4:42 this afternoon, a tornado warning was being issued for southern Floyd County in northwest Georgia, northwestern Haralson County in northwest Georgia, and Polk County in northwest Georgia until 5:45 Eastern Daylight Time. So we're crossing time zones there too. So 4:45 Central Time, 5:45 Eastern Time. At 4:40 p.m. Eastern Time, Alabama law enforcement was following a tornado across eastern Alabama. This tornado has had reports of touchdowns and damage. The tornado at 4:40 Eastern Time was 22 miles southwest of Cave Spring, moving northeast at 35. Other locations in this warning include Cedartown, Rockmart, and Aragon. Now, we're going to show you a couple other views here because I want to really focus in on this. Let's put a pathcast on this first, Storm Tracker Plus pathcast, and see what we're looking at here with what the area is that it believes we're going to be seeing the tornado at. Cedartown by 4:16 is what it's saying, Taylorsville by 4:35, Shannon by 4:45, Plainville by 4:52. Okay, we're going to go to relative velocity here because I think we can even see this more defined, it looks like, on relative velocity. Let's look at that. Yeah, very much so. You can see the red and green just mixing right there along the southern part of this and even on the northern part of this now. But man, that's a tornado, and that is being confirmed on the ground again by Alabama law enforcement following this across eastern Alabama this afternoon. A very dangerous situation with this particular cell, and that cell again moving towards the northeast at around 35 miles an hour. So the speed's been varying 35 to 45 miles an hour, but anybody in the path of this storm, this cell's going to move to the northwest and north of Atlanta, so no concern about this cell. But we are looking at other cells very closely. In fact, we're seeing here, and there's no warning in effect for this right now, but extreme northern Jackson County, eastern Jackson County in Alabama right now. We're seeing some indications here of some rotation there as well. No warning with this storm. It could be, again, some of the terrain there starts to get very mountainous going up into portions of Marion County and Tennessee over towards Signal Mountain and Chattanooga. But folks in Chattanooga, watch out because this storm down to the southwest, you're just seeing the leading edge of it here. We don't really see it on the Atlanta radar right now, but you can see that tornado warning box southeast of Huntsville. This storm's moving northeast, and on its current path, it would possibly cross the border and affect folks in the Chattanooga area in about an hour. So keep an eye out for that. Again, let's go back to Digital Storm Lab here and show you a couple other views real quick while we're here. This storm, again, we're watching very closely, moving across the Alabama-Georgia border. A tornado warning in effect for southern Floyd County in northwest Georgia, northwestern Haralson County in northwest Georgia, and Polk County in northwest Georgia until 5:45 this afternoon. This tornado again, has been being tracked by spotters and law enforcement on the ground, and last known location was at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 22 miles southwest of Cave Spring, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Again, the storm we're watching as well to the north over the extreme northern portion of Georgia right now to the east of Dalton still has the potential of becoming tornadic as it's putting down some very large hail and strong winds. This entire line is eventually going to reach the Atlanta metro area, and as you can see, warnings now a county or two away from the Atlanta area to the west, so the potential's there right now. Severe thunderstorm warnings, wind damage, the primary threat on the southern side of this. The northern side, tornadoes, a very strong possibility in this tornado that is being tracked on the ground now, moving across the Alabama-Georgia state line. I'm Larry Estep in the Central Illinois Weather Network. Stay tuned for the latest weather information.